Good morning, everybody. It's Lynn, the leather bag lady. How are you all today? It's Thursday today, and it's 10 to 12, so it'll be morning for another 10 minutes. It's a beautiful day outside. Leather bag lady weather report. Still a little cool, but yeah, I probably will be spending 20 minutes or so out in my little sun trap on my deck at some point today. This is, and I've said this many times, it's this time of year that my deck is the best place in the world because it's really too cold to sit outside, but I can get away with it because it's a little sun trap. Come July, too hot. So anyway, but I do have a gazebo this year, so we'll see how that works out. It might work out, who knows. So yes, it's Thursday today. It's a beautiful day, leather bag lady weather report, and I've been to the gym and I'm pretty sore. My shins are sore, so I'm not sure what the heck I was doing to have sore shins, but yeah, even my shins are sore. So anyway, whatever. That's what happens. In your 50s, you're supposed to weight train, and I love weight training way more than cardio, so I do a lot of weights. But anyway, to the bag. The bag today is amazing. We've talked about this designer recently, Kenneth Cole. If you recall, he was unable to get a spot at New York Fashion Week, so he created a movie company and rented a spot to sell shoes out of the back of his car because how did it go? I got it here. 1982 is when he started. Parked a trailer 2 blocks from the Hilton Hotel during Fashion Week to preview his line of shoes because he couldn't afford a showroom. Called his company Kenneth Cole Productions so he could get a permit for the trailer as a film company, and that was the birth of his shoes. And he sold 40,000 pairs of shoes in that 2 days. Very ingenious. So today I have this amazing, look at the size of this thing. How awesome is this? It is like just, like, I don't even know if I've ever seen a bag this big. It's fantastic. So yeah, what are you going to do with this bag? It's a work bag, it's a school bag, it's a weekend away bag. It's like a slouch grunge style bag. It's fantastic. It's black pebbled leather. Now there does seem to be a little bit of shifting some of the material that's in the gusset here. It's not exposed at all because the lining is perfectly intact. That's your interior, this green cotton fabric. There's your Kenneth Cole leather plaque. There's a kind of slip pocket there, and then that's it. There's no phone pouches, no nothing. So I've listed this as a 90s bag, and I don't know if there was a date. Yeah, no, 1982. So I'm figuring it's a 90s bag. Now, the bag, very similar to that recent tapestry bag. You can, like, the zipper can slouch in, or you can pull it right up and get this extra in like a couple of inches in terms. I think it's 19 inches wide, 16 inches high. And I think the shoulder strap drop is 16 inches as well. And the straps are so comfortable. But look how they get bigger. Oh, it's just awesome. There's a zipper compartment on the outside also. And it's got that, hit myself in the face. It's got that little kind of ridge around the gusset, like that Danier bucket bag I recently listed. So yeah, there has been a little bit of color loss around the edges. So of course, you know, your girl has refurbished this bag. Actually, I was in the car yesterday going to get my hair cut, and I came across an advertisement for a company in Toronto, Lux something. Um, you know, mainstream middle of the day ad on Virgin Radio for pre-loved designer bags. And I thought it was so interesting because it really is a huge marketplace. Now, I'm not interested in getting into the super brands. I don't want to be dealing with authenticity and all that kind of stuff. I just don't. I mean, I have a hard enough time with, you know, some of the Dooney and Burts that I've been duped, and Coach way back in the beginning. So you've got to be careful with those, especially the Dooney Burts. I didn't realize that Dooney and Burke had fakes. So I've pulled a lot of people up on Marketplace as well, not in a judgmental way, but just asking them if the bag has the tag. And they'll be like, oh, no, there's no tag. And I said, well, chances are it's probably not a real one. And like me, they're like, really? Like, I didn't even realize there would be fakes. And now they're doing, like Coach unfortunately did, Dooney and Bourke especially, you know, they're doing lines for Target and lines for, like, it's such a shame. They just cheapen their brand so much by doing that. But what this radio ad was touting, the very last comment that they made was, let's focus on sustainable fashion as opposed to fast fashion, which I guess maybe I don't scream loud enough about. And I thought about the word sustainable, and I was in bed this morning and just kind of laying doing my phone thing, and I thought, I don't know if I like the word sustainable. Yes, sustainable in that we are using pre-loved products that don't impact the footprint in terms of, you know, like this bag was already made. So by me purchasing it and then offering it to you to purchase, we haven't created a footprint in terms of fuel or pollution or whatever. So it does fit, but then I did a little bit, I went on to the thesaurus and I thought, what's another word? And viable. So viable fashion, I like that a little better. So I might start looking at that a little bit, just because, I mean, the quality of vintage is just the affordability and quality is really what drew me to vintage, because I don't like having the same thing that everybody else has. I would never shop for clothing at Costco. I just would not, because I don't want to walk into a store and there'll be 5 other people with the same pair of pants on as me. And there's a brand of jeans that Costco sells and it drives me nuts. Bruce had a pair. I was like, yeah, nope, they will never be on your ass when you're with me. That is for sure. So, I mean, I guess it's no different than Calvin Klein and whatever. I guess maybe I'm talking out of my own ass, but I don't know. I don't like wearing the same things as everybody else. And equally, I don't like having the same bags as everybody else. So that was the one thing. I worked for a used car dealer, and I think I mentioned this maybe yesterday. John Lalonde was my manager here in Hamilton, and he said to me, he said, used cars are the bomb, because you have a customer who likes this particular car. They're not going to get it anywhere else. Not anytime soon anyway, because who knows when the next pink Cadillac that some Mary Kay, there was one. It was like, wasn't pink, it was like a mauve Cadillac. This would have been maybe 17, 18 years ago, that would drive around Hamilton. And then I saw it on a used car lot. And I thought, oh, I love that car. Where are you ever going to find another one of those? So same goes with these bags, is if you see something and you like it, chances are if you don't pick it up, you're not going to find it again. Especially something as unique as this. I've never seen a Kenneth Cole bag this size before. So anyway, so that's today's bag. My little spiel on sustainability, viability, yada, yada, yada. What am I doing the rest of the day? I've got my body form here. I've been listing some of the clothes that I have in the shed. I don't know. I think I might actually try and connect with some people in the neighborhood here and see if they'll let me do a few yard sales, because I don't own my driveway and I really can't set up in my driveway without causing a little bit of problems. So I think if I just put the clothing on racks and just put $5 a piece, I mean, there's some lovely stuff, but I don't have the room for it. I'm not selling clothing anymore. I'm not interested in selling clothing anymore. I used to go to the, was it Salvation Army or the Goodwill? I think it was the Salvation Army in Waterdown. It's no longer there. And they would have $2 sweater events, $2 jacket events, blouse events. So I would go in, I'd get there first thing in the morning, 9 o'clock when it opened, and I would go through all the racks, and anything brand name, anything that looked really different, I would pick it up for $2. So I would take it to my retirement home sales, and I would take it to my shop in St. George. So I've probably got a couple of hundred pieces. And what am I going to do with it? You know, and a lot of it is very tailored to seniors, because that's where I would sell my stuff. A lot of Tanjay, a lot of Aaliyah. That's not even in business anymore. I've got probably 50 plus pieces of brand new with tags, Aaliyah, Tanjay, Nygaard. So that, I'm not sure how I will sell that, because I didn't pay $2 a piece for that, I can assure you. So anyway, that's kind of a little bit of where my head's ticking around, and I'm going to start revamping my retirement home list, recontacting them, finding out if the same people are in charge of the activities and whatever. I've been putting that off forever. It is a soul-sucking job. And I was actually even going to offer my kids some money to do it. And then I was like, nope, do it yourself. I mean, I've already done it. So it's not like I'm asking somebody to do something I'm not willing to do myself. I've already done it. I got my 65 retirement homes, cold calling all of them. But I'm going to have to cold call them all just to make sure that the same staff are in place, because typically they're not. COVID really shifted the retirement world hugely for obvious reasons, which is why I'm not back selling in person. And with gas at $1.88 today, like, holy shitballs, how much more is it going to go up? Like, oh my goodness me, like I would travel 2-3 days a week, an hour and a half away with no guarantee of making any money. So I can't do that anymore. So yeah, I know you're probably bored out of your minds hearing me talk about these things that I'm going to do, and I never actually do them. So anyway, so that's it for today. Let me just leave you with another 3 items that are going to be back in fashion in 2022 from the 90s. The number one thing is Chelsea boots, and chunky Chelsea boots at that. I will send you over to Karen Britchick to get excellent examples of these chunky boots. And the boots that were actually in this article were from Amazon. So yeah, they've got like real thick black rubber. They're kind of ugly, actually. I mean, I've got Chelsea boots, but they're just like little heeled, nothing crazy. But these are apparently back. So that's our first item. Our second item is drawstring bags. So I've got some lovely drawstring bags that have not yet made it to your viewing pleasure on Etsy, but they will do. So drawstring bags are back, and all sizes. Very similar to the green suede and vinyl one that I just listed last week, I think it was. So it's just, you pull the closure at the top. So they're making a comeback. And cargo pants. So cargo pants being with all the pockets on the side, and cotton, and there's camo, there's black and tan and green and all different kinds of colors. So that's your 3 items for today. So hopefully you're all going to have a great rest of the day and do something productive. And what was it Miss Philly says? Productive, progressive, and whatever. I don't know. She has a little saying that she says at the end, whereas mine's at the beginning with just it's the leather bag lady. How are you all today? I don't know. There's no way you could say something different every day. There's just no way, which is why I followed Joe Rogan's podcast numbering system. It's the Joe Rogan Experience episode. Boom. Mine is the leather bag. Can't remember my own thing. The leather bag experience or the vintage bag experience, and whatever episode it is. Because let's face it, I am not going viral anytime soon. The only reason I do this is because I'm a talker. I've always wanted to journal, and obviously I want to show you my bag. So usually people, by the statistical footprint on my channel, you watch the bag and then you say, see ya, which is fine. I don't care that I'm talking to myself. That's fine. Anyway, everybody, have a great rest of the day. Bye.